Drew, I figured out Sentris.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
After all of us collectively failed to figure out Sentris.
I feel bad because at PAX East, I think that's where I met Samantha.
Yeah.
And I tried this game, and it was real pretty.
Yes.
And I enjoyed what I heard.
Yes,
but
this game is a looker.
I was having a hard time knowing what I was doing.
Yeah, there's no tutorial yet. This game is on early access. It's $20. It is from Timbre Interactive.
That's right, Timbre.
Also known as our friend Samantha Coleman, who was on the Bombcast like 2 months ago. Anyway, yeah, we all played this. It came out a couple weeks ago, and we tried playing it, and there's no tutorial. And this game is like, I would say, 30% puzzle game and 70% kind of music theory simulator.
Okay.
Considering you can set the tempo and the key signature and stuff.
That's kind of crazy.
I feel like, you know, you kind of understand what you're getting here with all this stuff.
I think it needs a random button.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
All right, I'm not going to backseat dev this.
All right. It is super early. She's been updating it, but it's pretty early.
Yeah.
Which you can kind of see in some of the flavor text around here. How to use
It
this
says
horrible,
alpha right on the title screen.
But it also says how to use this horrible menu and stuff like that. So I think she's pretty self-aware, and she's got a lot of plans.
Is it just her?
Yeah. Well, there's credits down here for some other people who have contributed some instrument samples and background art, but she did all the design and coding and stuff. Anyway, I'll pop into an easy one here. Let's just
select
stick
an
with
environment.
defaults.
Okay.
Let's stick with the defaults.
Nice E major.
I got an E flat major. Yeah, okay.
Is it C major that all casino slot machines and stuff
Really?
do? Yeah, because
Really?
it's like very pleasing to the human ear.
No kidding.
I think so.
Well, maybe we should stick with that then.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the default here, so that must be the case. What's the frequency of C major?
I don't know, it's 160 hertz.
I know that A is 440. That's all I can tell you.
Wow.
Or 445 in Europe.
Ooh.
Did you know that?
What?
Orchestras in Europe tune their A to 445 hertz.
Because of PAL.
I believe, yes, that's the case. All right.
Okay, what is happening?
So yeah, this is the first easiest level. Again,
or a piece of the Star Trek Enterprise bridge.
right. So
I can see why I like this game.
I've got WASD. Yes, it looks like L cars. That's pretty much why I came to this. No. So you've got WASD, although you can't. It's hard to explain. You can't move left and right now. You can only move up and down.
Okay.
And this is kind of, you know, if you come into this game cold, this is what you get. So, you know, maybe, I hope understandably, we were a little perplexed.
Let's teach people how to play.
But there is a tutorial button that's just grayed out. You know, she's
Sure.
going to add that for our previous discussions. But anyway, so if you can see there, you might have a hard time seeing this from the couch, but there are markings on each of these pieces.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
I don't even have a mouse cursor to point to. It's hard to see on the red ones, but you can see it kind of on the yellow.
Sure, squigglies.
Yeah, and I kind of ignored those before, but then when I talked to her at PAX about, hey, how do you play your game, it turns out those are waveforms. So, like, you've got, I believe this is a sine wave at the top.
Okay.
Here's square wave, like you get out of the NES sound hardware. So those correspond to instrument types. Like, I mean, you know, they're not physical instruments necessarily. They're more like synthesizer tones. But that tells you, so the symbol on there tells you what kind of instrument it is.
Okay.
And then what I can do with these is I can either play one directly onto the kind of game board.
Okay, and then they all just shifted up there.
Yeah, so those are in use now. Those are on the board. And then, you know, this is kind of a playhead or whatever. And it's basically just, you know, it's like a MIDI sequencer, sort of. Kind of see where I'm coming from?
Sure.
The other thing you can do is you can cue them up and basically make like a chord.
Oh, okay. So you're like...
And then I play...
You're klaxing them.
Yeah, so then... Man, what a beautiful discordant mess.
So, all right. Are colors notes?
Yes.
Is
yes.
color pitch?
Yes, colors are pitch.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it is. So, in fact, I was talking to her. She decided she had not, ended up not liking her solution for this, but I think it's kind of cool and elegant. It's the, basically the 7 colors of the rainbow correspond to the seven pitches on a major scale.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's Roy G. Biv, so it basically, I think, goes in the same order. Like starting with red as an A, I think.
So if you did primary colors, you would get a 1-3-5 chord.
Well, I'm not a musician. Are you a
Red,
musician?
yellow, blue. Yeah.
If Vinny were here. All right, so is that how it is?
I played the piano.
Oh, you did? Okay, so it's what is it? It's like, What is the term for the primary note in a chord?
The dominant, the tonic,
The
the dominant.
Yes, and then like what? You need like a third and
and
a fifth. What'd you say? Red, yellow, and what?
Blue.
Are we gonna decide that's blue? That's indigo.
That's a purple, yeah.
Oh shit. So the other thing is because we're in default mode.
Give it a purple. That might sound alright.
Yeah, maybe. That wasn't okay. So yeah, because we're in default mode, you can't move the cursor left and right. You can only work with the 4 you've got here.
Okay.
Which kind of constrains you a little bit.
All right, so I think I understand
the input.
The input. Yeah. How this is all happening.
Yeah, like when I was asking her how you play this game, like that was where I had to start too. I was like, let's start with the outer ring.
Yeah. So wait, I'm sorry. How are you queuing up these blocks before they go into the middle?
So it's just the N key so the M key will cue them in like a chord structure.
Got it.
And the N key will play whatever you have queued up. Or if you don't have anything queued up, it'll just play the single note, like that.
Okay.
And then I finish the stage.
What?
How, you ask? Right. So yeah, that was also a little perplexing. But it makes perfect sense once you hear the explanation. So these colorless targets on the board are just rhythm puzzle targets. Like all I need to do to satisfy one of those is play a note, like at that point in like the measure or whatever. Does that make sense?
I see. Yes.
Doesn't matter what it is. You know, this is the easiest level, so naturally it's going to be pretty simple here. But I'll jump up to like a much harder one after this.
Are these
again? I can just kind of go.
These bars here left over from your last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But those, since they shrink there, they kind of get thinner. That means they can no longer be used. Like they don't satisfy that new puzzle target.
Sure.
See what I'm saying? So like, boom. I'm just gonna play really fast and see what kind of garbage I come up with. Also, you'll note it's kind of hard to see unless you see it happen, but occasionally one of the ones on the board will kind of fly back up to fill the empty piece up top. You see it happening?
Yeah.
So that means that like each individual note can only exist either on the board or up in the kind of outer ring. So once it gets shuffled off the board,
I see.
Once it kind of feeds into the middle and disappears, it goes back up top.
Okay.
I believe is the case.
And why is that one vibrating?
I never claimed to know everything about Sentris. It's a neat thing. Like the things that it's attempting to do are really interesting, because it's kind of like I said, it's not overwhelmingly a game. It's got game-like elements, but
it seems like there is a loose, very simple puzzle.
Yes.
And you can either choose to solve that puzzle and any music you create is incidental.
Yep.
Or you use this as a music synthesizer.
Yes.
And also happen to complete the puzzle.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now there's this option. Remember, I could only move up and down on a given column of notes.
Right.
You can turn that off. You can make it so you can just navigate the entire grid of inputs and just use whatever you want, whenever you want, which utterly trivializes the puzzles to the point that they almost might as well not be there. In fact, she said in an update that you're going to be able to just turn the puzzle stuff off completely and just make music with that stuff. But I'll leave that turned off for now. Let's go with, how about a bamboo forest?
And this is medium? Whoa.
Yeah. So here the other thing besides the rhythm ones, you have these like kind of pitch specific ones. So like I can just play a red in there and that one's good. Also play a chord, get that going. The way I've been playing it is, I've been playing it in a really kind of minimalist, Spartan sort of way, which is just to try to hit the targets, which ends up not really producing much in the way of a song.
Right.
You know? Like I probably ought to be like just spamming stuff and seeing what happens.
All right, you're getting different sizes of notes too now.
Yeah, I guess that just means they kind of persist for longer. Yeah, like that bass tone kind of lasted for a while. Nope, I totally missed that. And got that one. Wait, what am I missing? Are they not all filled?
You think you have to get that exact shape?
I don't think so. Not that I saw, unless some of them are different than
I mean,
others.
this is a medium level.
True. Might be the case. Whoa, that's a huge one. Okay, well, maybe do. I don't know.
I wonder if the vibrating ones mean that they've been in for too long.
Maybe.
You know?
Kind of like, part of me just wants to like just go wild with stuff, you know? See if anything good comes out. A couple times I've just spammed like this and like kind of an actually sort of pleasant melody came out, you know? But that seems to be kind of rare. Like I almost wonder if it's possible to like play Sentris, you know? The way you play a musical instrument. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
Like it would require a whole lot of understanding of like the relationship between, you know, colors and pitches and...
Right, you'd have to know what everything would sound like.
Right, like what the waveforms sound like. Let's see.
Yeah, that seems like it would be the tough part for me right now, is if I wanted to try to do something,
Right.
I wouldn't really know exactly what I was doing because
Yeah.
I don't know what these notes sound like before I play them.
Right. Okay, I'm guessing you're right in that I have to actually fill all these up in this one. That one too. Oh no, I'm gonna miss that, aren't I? No? Oh no!
Where'd that one come from?
That's, well no, I accidentally I think I pushed what was in there out.
Oh, okay.
I think. Oh fuck.
Oh no!
Man, I'm just totally blowing it. Well, if we get too hung up here. We'll move on. Okay, got that one. What am I missing? Just gonna do it. Oh! Like 2 layers down,
Do
right? Got it, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so that in case you did have to totally
Fill 'em
fill
up.
each one up, yeah. Holy crap.
Oh boy.
That, oh my god. Let's see. Yeah. It's kind of a down-tempo song to be messing around with this
Yeah.
stuff on. Why don't we pop out and,
That's a great...
oh god! I mean to quit the entire game.
Do you think that waveform in behind Timbre Interactive is someone saying the word timbre?
Just like processed all to hell. That would be cool. What do you say we heat things up?
Jack it up.
I'm gonna turn off that restriction just because kind of harshened my mellow, bruh. It's a really nice looking game. Just like the environmental art and like the kind of subtle light blooms on the instruments and stuff. Just, you know, super nice looking. So yeah, you can see, I mean, since I turned off I turned on the free selection, like I can just do whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Like it totally trivializes the puzzle solving. But
So it's, those are chords there.
yes. Well, I don't know that they are like harmonious chords necessarily. We can find out though. What do we got?
I think so.
Red, then green,
Red,
and
yellow,
blue.
blue.
There's like not a lot of green on this board. That's indigo, right? And we
Yeah.
decided this is blue.
That's blue, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh no. Now you can't just replace that blue one
Oh god, you're right.
with a
Well,
purple.
yeah. Well, I got a blue here. Just gonna cut it. Nope. Hang on. I'll wait just a minute. Let's just start spamming stuff. What do you think? What do you think of my composition?
Beautiful, Brad.
I've been working on it.
Just beautiful.
Sometimes I like to spam on it and just watch it spaz out.
Yeah, I could see this playing in like an art museum.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a neat idea. This is a ton to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
For sure. It's gonna have, I don't think it's in yet, or at least I didn't see it, but maybe it is, but it's going to have an export function.
Oh, like
so at the
save a...
Yeah, at the end of a level you can spit out a song,
That'd be cool.
which is kind of neat. I've made such a mess of things here, I don't know if we have any hope of solving this.
Yeah, because I mean, I imagine once you get those long pieces in there and they all start interlocking, it'd be real tough to complete a puzzle like this.
Yep, seems like it. Yeah, because then you just start pushing everything out of the way that you've tried to build.
Right.
Is rough. Actually, did I stick in a blue where I needed a... Hang on. We decided that sky blue is the blue?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the violet, right? Or is that the violet?
That's the violet.
This is violet?
And then there's a pink.
Well, there's no pink in Roy G. Biv.
Okay.
I don't know how many disciplines I can focus my brain on at the same time. Like, hang on, let me try to parse the visible spectrum at the same time that I'm trying to like figure out the tonality of these chords. Perhaps we're not. Perhaps this is a game better suited for higher forms of life.
Perhaps, yes.
When aliens come and visit us and demand that we prove our worth as a species.
Send our best Sentris.
Show them, yes, show them Sentris and show them our best master, our grand master Sentris player. Say, look, we got this stuff figured out. Warp drive. All right. Do you have any other questions about Sentris, Drew?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see a game that, you know, like, I thought Luminous was going to be like this before I played it. Yeah, when I heard people talk about it, like that you play the thing and then that makes the song and then you're making your own song, but you're not really. Yeah. It's just more like this is a sequencer.
Yep.
And your block like triggers something.
Right.
This is like these are sequenced notes here.
Yep, this is basically just a circular sequencer of sorts with some light puzzle stuff in there. So yeah, it's cool. You know, again, I don't know that I'm totally capable of playing it to its full extent, but it's a neat thing, and it's on early access now for 20 bones.
All right.
Thank you for making beautiful music with me, Drew.
Anytime, Brad.